All right, so next we're going to move on to monitors. Monitors are the speakers that sit on stage and face the musicians so the musicians can hear themselves and others around them. So monitors are a little bit tricky because we need to make sure that we've got enough speakers on stage that every musician can hear themselves and the musicians around them, but we don't want too many monitors on stage because if you have too much volume on stage, you're going to start to get feedback. So typically what I do is if there's less than 4 people on stage, I just go ahead and get one monitor, and I'll put one monitor right here in the center. If there's any more than that, then you can go ahead and set up multiples, and I'll show you how to daisy chain them in a second. But I typically will just go with one if there's less than 4 or 5 people on stage. So now you're going to want to go ahead and get your monitor cable, and this line's coming directly from the system. And so they're labeled on the head of the monitor, and I use 2 for the main stage and then monitor 1 for the drums and piano if we need to set up a monitor over here. So you're just going to go ahead and pull your cable across. And as long as you're using one monitor, this is really easy setup. You pull your cable across and you plug it into either of these 2 ports right here. Doesn't matter which one, it's still going to project the same sound. Super easy. If you need to set up 2, typically instead of having one monitor in the middle, I'll go ahead and have one monitor right over here. And I'll go ahead and set up another monitor over here. But what you're going to need is you're going to need another 1/4-inch cable. So this is our super long 1/4-inch cable right here. It's typically kept right here. And you can tell it's the super long one because, well, not only is it a thick coil, but it's also got these really thick bits around the port. And so I'll typically use this one for setting up multiple monitors. So then we'll go ahead and grab our other monitor over here. For the purposes of this demonstration, I'm not going to take it all the way to the other end of the stage, but I'll set it up typically right around that corner facing the musicians. And then you take your daisy chaining cable, and again you plug it into whichever port you want on this monitor, or whichever one's available. And then with the other end, you'll plug it into, again, whichever port you want on this monitor. It doesn't matter at this point. And now the sound for the monitors is going to come from the system into this first monitor and then into this second monitor.